What's happening everyone, my name is Alex and welcome back. Well, if you've been following my channel, you know that I went through a lot of phones over the past 3 months and there are more phones coming out every single day. So it's getting more and more difficult to choose the right phone, mostly if you're on a budget. So in today's video I want to show you the top 5 best phones from the ones that I got to try. Now I know that there are a lot of phones on the market and I haven't had the chance to try all of them, so I'm not gonna recommend something that I haven't tried just based on someone else's review or some article that I've seen online. So I'm only gonna show you phones that I've actually tried myself. With that being said, we are gonna start with number 5, and number 5 it's also the cheapest one out of the 5. So this is the VKworld Mix Plus, one of the many bezel-less phones that we got in 2017. So you can find this phone for around $110, and this one also has the smallest bezels out of all the other bezel-less phones that we've seen in 2017, and that's the main reason why I had this phone in this top 5 video. This phone looks very unique and you're gonna get looks everywhere you go with it. It also has great battery life, but this is not the fastest phone out there because we only have the MediaTek 6737 CPU, so don't expect crazy performance from this phone. So overall, taking in consideration how the phone looks, how it performs and what it offers for the price of around $100, I think this phone is totally worth it. But definitely check out its full review on my channel, and you can find the link up here or in the video's description, because this phone may not be for everyone. Moving on to number 4, here we have the Verni Mars Pro, and this is a phone that costs somewhere around $170, so almost double the price of the previous one. So I've placed this phone at number 4 because it looks and feels very premium. It also performs very well, and this is in fact the best implementation of the Helio P25 that I've seen so far. The UI, it's one of the smoothest that I've seen from any Chinese phone, and since we have 6 gigs of RAM, the phone performs very well for multitasking as well. The phone gets updates as well, and it actually got an update today and that fixed the camera, because if you check out my review of this phone, you know that the camera wasn't the best, but unfortunately the fingerprint scanner still sucks. So the fingerprint scanner is sitting on the side there and it's not placed in the right spot. Moving on to number 3, here we have Lenovo Zook Z2 Pro, and this is by far the fastest out of the 5. This phone has flagship specs. We have the Snapdragon 820, we have 6 gigs of RAM and 128 gigs of internal storage, and all that for around $260, which is just unbelievable. This phone wasn't meant to be a budget phone. This phone used to cost around $500 only a few months ago, but the prices dropped so much, and that's the main reason why I've included this phone in this video, because it offers amazing value and performance for its price. The UI is definitely not the greatest thing about this phone, but everything else aside from the UI is very good. So definitely check out the review for this phone because it's a very nice phone for a low price. Moving on to number 2, here we have the Xiaomi Redmi Note 4X, and this is still one of my favorite phones in 2017, and this phone has been out for like 6 months already. You can buy this phone for around $130, $140, but for that price you get unbelievable value. So first of all, you get a phone made out of metal, you get a 5.5-inch screen with a 1080p resolution, and you also get a Snapdragon 625 and about 10 hours of screen on time, so that's just insane. And I still believe that this phone offers one of the best values available on the market today, and it's very difficult to find any other phone that offers the same value. So it's just insane how much you get for so little. I mean, sure, the phone is not the fastest out there, it doesn't have the best camera, but you can't really find anything else that's better for around $140. So this is definitely a very good phone to buy if you're looking for a budget phone. So make sure that you check out my full review of it, because this could be a good fit for a lot of people that are looking for a phone on a tight budget. Next we are moving on to number 1. So at number 1 I have my favorite budget phone for this year. This is the Xiaomi Mi 5X, a phone that costs somewhere around $210. But for that $210 you basically get the best cameras for any phone around $400, if that makes any sense. So definitely great cameras on this phone. I've done a camera comparison between this phone and the OnePlus 5, and you have to check out that video because the quality of the pictures is very close to the pictures that you'd get from the OnePlus 5, and the OnePlus 5 costs twice the price. So aside from the great cameras, this is basically a Xiaomi Redmi Note 4X. So we have the same Snapdragon 625, we have 4 gigs of RAM and 32 gigs of internal storage, or 64 gigs of internal storage depending on what version you get. So definitely a lot of value from this phone for only around $210. If you're interested in any of these phones, make sure that you check out their full reviews, and I'm gonna leave links in the video description, because realistically no phone is perfect, and what could be important to me may not be as important to you, and the other way around. So definitely check out their reviews. Alright guys, hopefully you enjoyed this video. Hopefully I made it a bit easier to choose your next budget phone. If you did like the video, press that like button. Don't forget to subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Thanks for watching.